Alright, it's 2022, baby. It is time to go over my top 5 pros of living here in Loveland, Colorado. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. These are supposed to help anyone who's thinking about moving up here to northern Colorado or to Loveland, Colorado if possible. I love being able to make these so that you guys can see just what this place looks like. Not many people get the option or opportunity to come up here unless it's for family or for relocation, and you guys have the time to be able to come up here. So I'm really hoping these videos help out. My last year videos of my top 5 pros and cons of Loveland, Colorado was kind of boring and dull. You know, it was just me sitting up here in this camera talking to you guys about all the things that I personally think are cool about this place and bad about this place. But hopefully I'm going to kind of take a step back this time, be able to really talk to you guys about my top 5 pros today, and then be able to also show you with videos of Loveland, Colorado, and why I really think this place is just truly amazing. If you guys could please like, subscribe, share, I would really appreciate that. And my name is Connor Martin. If you guys have never seen me before or met me, I work with Sukup Real Estate Services in Fort Collins, Colorado. We're a small boutique company that really loves helping individuals find their true place here in Colorado, and specifically northern Colorado. And if you guys ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me through email, text. Down in the description will be all my information. And today, let's just jump right into why I think Loveland, Colorado is the best place in the world. Alright, so my number one reason why I love living here in Loveland, Colorado, and in general, northern Colorado, is the fact that we get 233 days of sun on average. So for me, that's a huge benefit for my job, for my fun time, because I'm able to predict just a little bit better on, you know, how much time I have until bad weather comes in, or knowing that I can go out for a couple days and go camping without having to worry about having to bring a bunch of extra gear for, you know, different weather types. For example, up in Montana, it would always be such a dramatic change in weather. It would be, 70 degrees, and the next thing we're having is a massive hailstorm, and it would be coming almost out of nowhere. In Kansas, you could be having a nice, 80-degree day, and then all of a sudden you're going to have the biggest torrential downpour that you could possibly imagine. Here in Colorado, yes, that does happen. There are freak storms that do come through, especially once you start getting up into the Rocky Mountains. But it's less and less as you go further east, which makes it a little bit more enjoyable. So, like living on the foothills like Loveland is, you do get a little bit of weather. We get about 43 inches of precipitation each year, which to me isn't that much compared to other places. But to me, it makes it ideal for going out and playing golf, going out and going fishing, going out and camping for a couple days, going out and taking your bicycle out just to go out and cruise around downtown Loveland. It just makes it a lot easier, more enjoyable. The sun is just beautiful here. You get very picturesque mountains that you get to look at because the cloud cover is gone. There's nothing that's going to be interrupting the views. And so that's one of the big reasons why I love living here in Loveland, Colorado. And so I'll show you just some of the days during the summertime that are going to be just absolutely beautiful days. And then we're going to have some days where even though it's snowing or it had snowed, that the sun comes out pretty quick, the snow gets melted away, the roads become clear, and the drive becomes a lot easier if you have to commute down to Denver or if you're commuting up to Fort Collins. You're not having to worry about, well, will I be able to make it back home or not that day? So please, hopefully you guys like these couple little videos, and then the next thing we'll do is jump into my number 2. All right, my second reason why living here in Loveland, Colorado is just phenomenal is that it is just a friendly place. You know, Loveland is the place of love, it's the place of art, it's the place for retirement. It is just a great place to be because you know when you step outside that there's going to be someone that's wanting to help you out, that wants to have a few minute chat with you, that's interested in what you're doing. You know, the first thing that I hear from most of my clients when they first come out here and they get to spend a little time out here, you know, away from me and getting to go explore downtown Loveland or up at Centerra at the shopping center or going out on a hike that's just a few minutes away, everyone says just how amazing the people are here. We're very friendly, we're very open. You know, when you're on the road, you're not gonna run into a bunch of people being super aggressive. The speed limits are a little slower, so everybody's got more, you know, a little bit more flexibility to move around and be maneuverable. And so to me, just being able to go out and know that you get to have a great day out and not have to be, you know, deal with as many jerks, you know, that you might find in some of the cities like New York or Chicago or down in New Mexico. You know, this is a big city, you know, to me at least, with 86,000 people plus, but also having that still small town feel, you know, it's just a great experience. Your neighbors are gonna wanna help you out. You tend to have people that like to go around and shovel sidewalks or help out on that side. And so it's just gonna be such a different dynamic when you come here versus probably where you live, unless you live in a small town that's also kind of that way where everybody says hi to each other when they walk. You get the little finger wave when you're driving on a county road and people wanna say hi to you and say, hey, you know, happy to see you. So, you know, those are the things that I think are really important to have in a city, and especially when you see it all over. You know, Loveland, no matter where you go, or even just general in northern Colorado, you're gonna have a great experience, whether you're coming up here to vacation and get away from wherever you're at, or if you're ever looking to buy a new home and really become a resident here in northern Colorado. All right, my third reason why I think Loveland, Colorado is the shiznits is the fact that it's just very family oriented. It's a place where it's really just encompassed around family, multi-generation families, and there's just so many things to be able to go out to do. You know, being on the west side of the foothills and being very close, you're gonna have, you know, a lot of outdoor recreational areas. You're gonna have some pretty amazing parks. You know, one of my favorite ones is on the west side. It's called Mahaffey. It's got a great actual park system. It's got disc golf. It's got tennis courts, pickleball courts. You have soccer games that go down there. You got a great sized dog park. Great equipment to go around and bring your kids out to go swing on swing sets. There's trails around there just to go walk with your dog or your kids. There's some open spaces that you can go to. And so, at least on the outside, you know, family orientation wise, it's easy to go out and actually enjoy your day, have a family reunion here in Loveland. You're very close to Estes Park if you're looking for more of a mountainous town versus Loveland if you're, you know, bringing family in for the weekend. You know, we have a bunch of recreation spots down in downtown Loveland where we have free concerts. You know, we have vendors for art that come down where you can bring your kids out and show them, you know, different sculptures from, you know, down in Benson Park or in downtown Loveland. You know, this is just a great place to be able to bring your family. You know, even on the multi-generational side, if you're having to bring you want to bring your parents down this way, there's a lot of different areas you can take them, from retirement homes to there's a lot of ranches around here that they could be able to live in, and there's actually a lot of homes now that are getting built for multi-generational living as well, because it's becoming more and more important, as I can see as time goes on, where family is becoming the center point of where I think a lot of people here in Loveland are going towards. And just in general in northern Colorado, you can just start seeing that there's just more and more families, you know, bunching together to bring their resources together to help each other out during these times where it's a little more challenging to be able to live on your own. And, you know, the differences that, come along with being further apart, So I think Loveland is a great place if you're looking to have a family, if you're looking for a safe, place that has very little crime, a place where you can go out and find shopping, food. It is just an overall great place to be if you're looking to have a place safe for your family. All right, my number 4 reason why I love living here in Colorado, and is one of my biggest pros, is going to be we are on the western foothills of northern Colorado. To me, it's really important because, one, that puts us very centrally located, I think, to where most people are going to be conjugating around. I-25 is just a 15-minute drive west of the foothills, so getting up to hiking trails is really easy in Loveland. If you're looking to go over to Fort Collins to like Horsetooth Reservoir, another 15 minutes. And to me, one of the biggest things is like being very close to Rocky Mountain National Park. Having, true mountains, close to your city here in northern Colorado can be a little bit of a challenge. I'd even say for Fort Collins, they do have great hiking trails. As you push further back, an hour and a half away, that's when you're going to start getting into some, steeper, more mountainous hikes. But in Loveland, you're about just a 30-minute drive away up to Estes Park, which has Rocky Mountain National Park in it, which has some of the most phenomenal hikes I think you can find here in northern Colorado. If you're looking to hike a 14,000-foot mountain to just a quick daily flat walk with your family around a beautiful lake, we have those options here in Loveland, Colorado, especially within very short distances. We have, quick day hikes that are, 2 hours long, that are about a mile long. We have some of the best mountain biking trails, that are easy access to where you can go up and do it within just a couple hours. We're very close if you're a 4-wheel guy, or ATVs, or 4x4s, dirt bikes, dual sports. We have some of the greatest trails just, out our back doors. We have plenty of open space to go out if you're looking to go out and do some hunting that are just, 35 to 40 minutes away from Loveland. And so, for me, being here in Loveland, we're just so centrally located, towards the western foothills and everything else, that to go out and have fun, it's just super easy here. With the weather, with everything else that's included, Loveland is the place to be if you're looking to spend some time outdoors and to have, the big city amenities around you, at least, to where you're not going to get bored here with the food or with, the stores that are here, because things are always changing. You always have different options within at least a 30-minute range, that is so easy to get to. So like some of the best places I would definitely say is going up to Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park. Coyote Ridge is a great hike. We have Devil's Backbone, which is a super easy one. If you're looking to go up and mess around at a lake, we have like Carter Lake, we have Lake Loveland for just going out and going for a quick swim. If you want to go out and rent like jet skis or boats, going up to like Horsetooth Reservoir is another great option. So if you guys are looking to have some fun, if it's just even for vacation for the year and you're looking like, well, where do we go? Loveland, Colorado is definitely a great place to start and to be able to expand out.
You mind that shot?
Okay, so my fifth and final reason why Loveland, Colorado is on my top of my list and is a great pro is the fact that it is reasonably affordable. Now, I know probably someone in the comments is going to say something to me like, oh, you know, it's not affordable. But compared to other areas, and especially when you're looking at living on the western side of the foothills, it's relatively affordable. So our average home is $480,000 or about $207 a square foot right now. It is, to me, you know, it's expensive when you think about it, but when you look at encompass all of northern Colorado, even when you go down to Denver or Nevada or anywhere in there, Loveland is actually relatively affordable. You know, my best way to explain it is when you go up to northern Colorado and you talk to probably a realtor, you ask them, well, where's the most affordable place to live here in northern Colorado? Most people are going to say out east, like in Greeley or Alt or Eaton. You know, some of those smaller towns are going out to Greeley where, you know, it is just a little bit cheaper, but between cost point wise, Loveland is roughly about the same as Greeley at this point, but you get to have all the great amenities of living in Loveland versus Greeley, which we will talk about in another video. So to me, you know, affordability wise, you know, you can find homes here, townhomes, condos in the $300,000 to $350,000 range. You can find nicer single family homes from the high fours up to, you know, a couple $1 million. And so it really just has something for everyone. And as Loveland keeps developing with the people that are moving in here, it's just going to become more and more affordable because hopefully we get more new builds in here, which creates a little less, you know, supply demand issues that we're seeing here in 2020, 2021, and now in 2022. And so as time goes on, I hope it becomes a little cheaper and cheaper as we go on, you know, but at the same time, knowing that houses are creeping up little by little, but we'll always see at the end of it when we come through this amazing time period where we're in, where, you know, the supply and demand is just out of whack and homes are going for very expensive, you know, on average of $40K over asking price. And so when I say it's affordable, it is affordable compared to other areas.